What is up, guys? So today I'm going to talk about the video yesterday at the Doncaster prison with the screws. And most people, it got a good reception. Most people can see it for what it is, It's a bunch of screws who think they can like push everybody around, because they're in the prison. They can do that. They can tell people what to do. They can bark orders and people have to comply. But on the street, you can't do that. You can't talk to people like that. But anyway, I'm going to get into it. I'm going to tell you how I ended up there and just give my opinion on the whole thing. So, I struggle with anxiety and depression. I'm not talking about the pretend one, what you say to get out of going to a job search at the job centre. I'm talking about real life-changing anxiety and depression. And I struggle with it daily. I document it all, so show people what it's like. And to overcome it, what I've started doing, I've started going out every morning on a bike, getting some exercise, because they always say that's good for you. And I just go to different places like Donny Dome, Donny Football Ground, just go around Doncaster. And I keep my eye out, see if there's anything, what I can see, what's interesting, if somebody's getting arrested or, just out and about, practicing making videos. Because that's what I do. I practice making videos while I'm out and about. And I'm building this channel, and I'm hoping at one point, when I decide to monetize it and, I'll throw everything into it and maybe I can make some money off it, maybe make a career out of it. That's what I'm aiming for. And that's why I go out every morning and I practice videos. I'll make 20 videos a day and I probably won't use any of them. I'm just practicing, and that's what I was doing when I was down at the Doncaster prison. And I rode by, and I'd like narrate whilst I'm riding, like videoing the prison walls, and I'll just tell a story from when I was in the prison. That's why I was there, and I was just riding along with my phone, and I was videoing the prison wall. I wasn't really videoing anything, but it was pointed at the prison wall. I was just practicing telling the story. And there was a bunch of screws coming down, and I went past them. I didn't point the camera at them. I had the camera on the wall as I was riding, and they walked past. It was on film for like not even a second. And I was riding down public footpath. There was no sign saying you're not allowed in. It wasn't barricaded off. It was just a public footpath where you can just walk down. And I rode down, and I was filming the wall, narrating a story. And I got to the end and I thought, well, I'll go a bit further because you can see the corner of the wing. You can't see because of the wall, obviously. But if you go far enough down, you can catch the corner of the wing. And I was going to, take a little video of that while I'm telling a story and maybe catch someone throwing a line or something, whatever. And when I got there, I turned around, I looked up, I could see the corner of the wing, and I thought, no, because I could see them gathering. I thought, they're going to try and put their importance over me, which I struggle with it all the time. I've made videos about it before and people say, oh, you're overreacting. Well, you can see now what I have to go through. Every shop I go in, I start pressing the buzzers. People start coming out the back, following me around the shop, trying to put importance over me, and it makes me feel like shit. And I've not done anything wrong. All I've done wrong is I look a bit dodgy. I've probably got like that crackhead swagger, which is brought from years of drug abuse and being in prison. You don't get much sun in prison, so I can't help the way I look. I've got an ashen look, So I get people trying to put importance over me all the time, and it really annoys me, but I try and remain calm. And anyway, they're all gathered, and I've gone riding up, and I thought, here we go. And I wouldn't mind if she'd have just come over and said, oh, all right, mate, how are you doing? Are you making a video? And then I could have explained, yeah, I'm just practicing, I'm not really making videos, I'm just practicing making them. I'm not going to use none of this footage. And I would have explained, but I didn't get a chance. She just came over, screaming, you're not allowed to do this, I don't want filming, you do this. And I thought, you know what, fuck you. And you saw the state of them. I mean, these are like, they've got a responsibility to look after dangerous criminals. And it was like being in an episode of fucking Sesame Street or like being down Fraggle Rock. And that's what it's like now in England. Like all the police force, they're all little women full of makeup or like 16-year-old gaming nerds. And she comes over screaming and shouting, "Eh, you're not allowed to do this, private property, you do this." I was in a public place, and I wasn't even filming it. She's saying, "Oh, well, you're filming me." And I wasn't. And then I think they realised that I'd not done it wrong, and then they started like damage limitation. "Oh, well, you're around the cars, filming the cars." I wasn't filming the cars at all. I went back there so I could turn around and maybe catch a glimpse of the corner of the wing. And that's what I do. I make videos, and I was minding my own business. There was people in the comments saying, "Well, what do you expect filming outside a prison, antagonising people?" I didn't antagonise no one. I didn't want any confrontation at all. They came to me with the attitude, you know, if they'd have been polite, and I tried to remain calm, you know, I tried to, because I thought to myself, this is probably going to happen one day. And I thought, well, you know, I'm definitely not going to lose my cool. I'm just going to try and keep it jolly, keep it funny. But, you know, they were so aggressive, like, yeah, barking at me. I lost my composure, you know, and I couldn't really think properly because it came out of nowhere and it threw me off. But, yeah, that's what happened. I mean, you saw it on the video. She was very rude, annoying. And look, if I'm videoing someone and they don't want to be videoed, then I'll move. I won't video them. You know, I've spoke about it before. There was a guy face planted on the floor in town. I could have easily have videoed him and uploaded it, but I didn't because I thought, well, this guy's struggling, you know. You don't need me pointing a video at him. So if I was annoying someone, I would go away. I wouldn't do it. But I didn't even video her. I videoed her in passing for like 1 second. What am I supposed to do? Like, stop every time someone walks past. I've got to press stop and then start again. You know what I mean? You don't own the world. People are allowed to make videos about prisons. It's an interesting place. But anyway, that was the extent of it. And she said she's going to report me. And if she'd have been polite, I would have had a good conversation with her. I would have done whatever she said. But she wasn't. She was rude. Just a typical screw mentality, you know. Got one tiny little iota of tenuous power and they think can push everyone around. But yeah, that's what happened. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to upload it on my channel. So when you think about it, you know, I'm helping people out here, you know, I'm changing lives. I mean, she's probably going to watch that now and she'll see what a bitch she is, you know, she'll see how aggressive and stupid that she looks. And she'll probably think, well, I'm not going to do that no more. Because these are entrusted to look after dangerous criminals. I mean, one of them looked like he was born yesterday. And it's like, I swear to God, it's like Fraggle Rock. And if she's been like that with me, imagine what she's been like with the inmates. I hope I don't get remanded now, because I'll be straight on basic. But yeah, I'm changing lives, you know. She probably watched this and think, oh, what a bitch. I'm not going to act like that no more. You know, you're welcome. Plus, I've done it with other people as well. Video Craig. You know, I made a video about him ages ago, called him fat. He's lost like 20 pounds and got a 6-pack now. You're welcome. JDP, I made him more interesting. You know, I did a video about prison. He was in the comments talking shit. I think he was anyway. And the next day, he made a video about prison. I made him more interesting. I inspired him. So, you're welcome. But yeah, on a serious note, I didn't want no interaction with no one. I wasn't going down there antagonising anyone. I was minding my own business. I was practising my trade. I was keeping to myself. Like I said, I wasn't filming her. I wasn't filming cars. They came to me with the attitude. And it was the right bunch. I mean, they were all little women full of makeup. There was a big tall African guy. There was someone who looked like Lurch. There was a kid who looked like he was 12 years old. I'm thinking, imagine them in there. I just can't imagine. I can't imagine, like, there's a big gang fight. Everyone's got blades and razors and they're all throwing each other about and Al Lurch pops up. You rang. What is he going to do? Or in the little 12-year-old. They'll throw him around like a rag doll. And I can pretty much guarantee what her nickname is in there. It'll be like Miss Hitler or something like that. But yeah, I didn't want to video them. They came to me. So if you're going in the comments saying, oh, well, you brought it on yourself. How did I? I was on a public footpath. I was minding my own business. I was filming a prison wall. Well, since when are you not allowed to film a prison wall? And I was narrating in my head, practicing my trade, for practicing videos so I can build my channel. That's all I was doing. And they came to me screaming, shouting, you do this, you do this. It's like, no, I'm not doing that. But I'm glad it happened, because they say that you can't buy experience, so you have to experience it and go through it. So it's the second time what's happened. There was a time at Donny Racecourse where some knobhead came up screaming, get out of here, you fucking knob, get out, get out. And again, I got a little bit angry, but then I got calm, and I thought, well, you know what, I might be on private property here, so I respected it. I said, okay, I said, look, I'm making videos, I'm trying to inspire people, talking about getting clean from drugs and all that. But he didn't want to hear it, he was just, fuck up, so I left. But it did steal some peace from me, and I thought, if it happens again, I'm going to be ready. But it came out of nowhere. It threw me off. But it's happened now, so next time again, I'm going to think, I'm totally going to remain calm next time. I'm just going to have a laugh with it. I'm not going to lose my cool, and I will be ready. But anyway, if you like this video, press the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Fromage Frey.